So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the Be Like Dee channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6 episode 27. This episode was actually pretty good, okay? Stormy, this was your episode. Alright, and y'all excuse the music. My dumbass neighbors decided they want to throw a party when I'm trying to do a damn review, okay? So I'm just gonna try to talk closer to the mic or something, okay? Or talk louder. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the episode opens up with Kimmy and Maurice, and they going to whatever the little renovation thing they was doing, some offices, I don't know. And the brother is still ain't got shit done, and Kimmy is mad. She gotta apply pressure, okay? And then apparently shit not getting done. He not finishing up the finishing touches. I don't know. And then her and Maurice sit down, and he pretty much try to say why she want him to do the stuff, or why don't they just hire somebody else? And she like, why would we hire somebody else to do the job that he should have did? I said, and that's somebody's lawyer's logic. But anyway, so this scene really got on my nerves because Kimmy and Maurice is really, y'all gotta stop. Y'all, it's time for y'all to take a break from the show, okay? Because at this point we don't want to hear nothing. We don't care. It's not entertaining, okay? Only funny part of this scene was when he threw shade at Marceau, and I cracked myself up, okay? He's when he said that Tisha need to go on a solo trip to Africa, I said got him. Tisha need a solo trip to Africa, bitch. But anyway, so they pretty much talking about she pretty much called him out and explained more of their marriage, okay? That he don't ever want to do stuff for her. He don't want to help her out. She thought she married a handyman, and now all of a sudden he after they got married, he don't do that. He's like, nah, before we got married, you knew I wouldn't do stuff like that. She's like, no, you act like you loved it. I said, and then he got you to marry him, and then he decided, I don't gotta do that anymore. Typical Scott men, I'm gonna say, okay? Typical men, but still Scott men right now because they ain't shit. So then that part was annoying, and she was like, pretty much, I ain't married what I got. Then she gotta say they went to the Yoni place, and so she can get her libido back, and he like, oh, really, did it work? I'm only laughing because he was just like, man, all them damn scams say they're gonna do this and it's gonna help you, they're gonna do that. I'm like, boy, it do seem like a little bit scammy when they be saying shit. But he trying to say everything you got that's gonna help you is God given and not. She was like, what are you like? Yeah, I know that, but also other thing, God helped these people create the thing to help me, so it stuff works, okay? Pretty much. And I just wanted to slap him when he said that. You got everything you need. Shut up. You don't know what I got. You don't know what I need, apparently. So then they get off of that and get to talking about Tisha and Marceau, and then she starts saying Tisha all stressed and this and that, and then she took a pregnancy test, and then Maurice was Maurice said, "Honey, what?" He had to straighten up in his seat. Say what now? She took a pregnancy test. First thing, my first thought wouldn't be, well, maybe that's what Marceau said. But anyway, I wouldn't think my wife saying that she had to take a pregnancy test when I got a vasectomy how many years ago was that? 4 years? 4 years ago, it would have been happened. I said, boy, he had his ears perked, huh? Now what now? No, worry about that image of his back in her phone, okay? Don't worry about Tisha, okay? Worry about him down at the hotel acting like he know Warren Dixon, okay? He was ready to cop. He texted Marceau right now. Tisha took the pregnancy test. He was like, don't tell him, don't tell him. I'm just gonna let them talk it out. But I just thought that was strange. That was some strange stuff, wasn't it, Maurice? So that's pretty much what happened with them. And you know, they got on my nerves. Other than that, now we got this scene with Stormy and Tisha. And Stormy pretty much trying to see how her and Kiki doing, knowing damn well they ain't talk, because Kiki already told you, bitch. Okay, but anyway, she gotta get Tisha's side, and she's like, nah, girl, that's just, that what happened at that barbecue, that put a nail in the coffin, okay? Then Tisha saying that they went on a trip. She went on a trip to Vegas and with some friends from college, and you know, I got drunk and I was eating a lot, got fat. So you went on that trip and then you came back and thought she was pregnant, girl. See, now you making the story add up against your ass, okay? But anyway, Stormy was trying to see what's going on with her and Kiki, and she said that she said, you know, I like to put stuff back together and all this and that. Well, Tisha tried to say that you mentioned that your relationship with your friend, and you know, when they going through the drugs like that, you know, sometimes it's hard to, you know, have a relationship with them, all of that stuff. And then Stormy was saying, no, it's different because Kiki's actually in recovery. She's not actively doing drugs. And then Tisha was like, she is. She's like, you don't know that. She's like, I can't say I seen her take a pill, but the behavior I'm seeing is the same behavior she had when she did back then. Don't do that. See, that's the shit you don't do. Don't say, well, she acting like when she was on them drugs. You can say that, but you can't say she on them drugs because that's how she was acting. Girl, like, stop. So then of course, that's what Stormy basically saying in her confession, that she don't like that she making this assumption and saying it like it's fact, and when she just assuming, and it's really frustrating then to deal with that, and you know, making comments about abuse and drug addiction is not cool, basically. And as she talking to Tisha, she get there like, she ain't like, ooh, you saying this shit and I ain't feeling it. So then, she's like, okay, let's talk about the trips. You said you was on trips. She's like, usually I'd be like, come on, let's do it. But nah, from what you saying right now, it's gone. Okay. And then apparently Marceau done took a trip too. He went to Colombia for a bachelor party. She's like, how did he pick Colombia? She's like, Tisha looked suspicious already. So when she said he went to Colombia, then she looked all down and stuff. She's like, yeah, he gave me an itinerary and stuff too. I said, that was a weird ass, like, look down, then look back up as you say that. Were you trying to deflect from what the words that was coming out your mouth? Okay, because we still heard it. We still heard you say he went to Colombia, but you want to stand on that. Yeah, he gave me an itinerary, everything. He was just like, oh, babe, yeah, we need to go as a family. Have y'all took y'all family Africa trip yet? Okay. So then she was just like, really? How they pick that? Ain't that the brothel place? And he goes, Tisha, is it? I said, well, damn, Stormy. She was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. But what else happened? So then they end up talking about possibly still meeting up with the guys, having a couple date, even though you know, they had that little exchange, because I guess they was talking about that, having a couple date before that little bitch comment stuff happened and all that. So they're gonna try again. But then they also get onto the Tisha's hairline thing and her stealing Stormy's whole return policy and having Cameron Beauty in the text. So then she said, you know, the whole thing with the Carolina came back. You know, she's like, yeah. She's like, well, how was everything for her? She said that the girl's business is doing good, and that you know, it was just a mistake by the graphic designer, and her assistant said that they checked it, but apparently they didn't. Apparently they didn't check it. But you know, what is this? I should say, in what? So whatever. She's like, yeah, because that was kind of a bad look for you, and she's like, say a bad look for me too. But then Tisha ended up, no, it wasn't a bad look for me. No, it was, everybody's entitled to having what she said, it was so dumb as shit. Everybody's entitled to have not a setback, a failure, or a mistake. Everybody's entitled to have a mistake, and he made a mistake. And like, I mean, It did good business for the girls. It did good sales for the girls. And then Stormy said, Stormy. I said, Stormy clocking the real Tisha, okay? This is the Tisha Mel has to deal with, okay? Do you see it? Do you see it? Stormy, she's like, hold on. The way she handling this, I don't think I like this bitch the way I thought I liked this bitch. Like, I'm disappointed. She's like, I'm trying to give you grace, and you not. She's like, you want to apologize to me? She's like, apologize to you, bitch, for what? Because it was embarrassing for me, for my business. My business was on your dumbass shit, and people thought we was in some kind of cahoots. They was making videos, all kind of stuff about it. So yeah, apologize to me. And then after she said all that, that's when she was like, well, I'm sorry that it affected you. But she's like, okay, you finally got there, but I had to push your ass over there to get that apology. I said, exactly. And now you know the type of bitch Tisha is. Okay? And you found that out for the rest of the damn episode. So now we're over to Nell and Chris Fletcher, and I don't know what they met up for, but anyway. So he pretty much was telling her what happened with Chris Jr. and that he depressed and that he wanted to go to counseling, and he was just telling him all the stuff that happened in their conversation. And then Nell kept jumping in the conversation. She would not let him finish everything he needed to say, finish a damn thought. He trying to say, even I got a little choked up looking at him and seeing him feel depressed, and I had to gather myself. But she was like, in front of him? I said, damn, Nell. Nell is a whole mess, okay? Just off of her responses. In front of him? That's what okay. You had to, And then she was like, no, like, he don't take no responsibility. He just a little asshole. I say, Nell don't give no fucks, okay? But then after all this, she's like, what he doing all that for? See, what's open at that time of the morning? I said, this is what she do to them when they telling their story. She jumping in at every point. What now? You did what now? Why would you do that? And then he's like, let me get to the other point, okay? She's like, no, that's what you do. That's how you get into jail and get into drugs and you get into this and that, pretty much. And Chris like, no, he was depressed. I think he's depressed. He kept trying to listen, Neil, okay? I think it's beyond that right now. He's saying he want time alone. He feeling bad. And she's like, how? Well, she's like, every time he come around us, he feel like he getting attacked. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna attack you. You won't never answer my phone. I said, damn. Nell is a whole mess, man. She was just like, yeah, I'm gonna attack you. I ain't seen you, so when I see you, I'm gonna attack you. She said he don't answer the phone, but he showed up to dinner. I said, that kind of would have had me like, too. But you're supposed to be better than that, okay? You the mama. So then after she do all that over talking to him, she was like, well, maybe I'm okay. I ain't gonna stress him then. You know what? He ain't gotta worry about paying me back. I was just trying to teach him accountability. And I just won't do it, okay? I just won't do it with the whole money thing. But he needs to learn accountability. I said, girl, how you right and wrong at the same time? We got this scene with Kimmy and Tisha, and Mel is gonna show up later. So right now, so you got Kimmy and Tisha. They at a nail salon. They finna get their toes did. Okay. So then she ends up asking her, have she told Marceau about the pregnancy, taking a pregnancy test? And then she was like, no. I mean, it was just like, whatever, But when I tell him, he gonna be like, And she was like, I don't know if no man that had a vasectomy and he hears his wife took a pregnancy test gonna be like, whatever. And she's just like, I mean, I know two women that got pregnant after that. I say, okay, Tisha, now you acting a little suspect. Okay, what you did in Vegas, girl? What you did? I wouldn't be mad. You married to Marceau, okay? And then earlier in the episode, I actually want to mention that Maurice said that Tisha need to go ahead and pull out her book of Marceau and know that he ain't gonna think this is funny. I said, so you know about the book of Marceau? You know the controlling nature, okay? But anyway, so then they at the spa, and then she's saying like Kimmy looking at her like, okay girl, you stupid. And then she tell her, and she in her confessional saying she don't know why would she wait if it was gonna be something that's gonna be like, ha ha, why won't you go straight home? Like, I took a pregnancy test. It was stupid, but waiting ain't gonna make it no better. I said, that's true. That's true. She putting time on it. So then Mel ended up showing up, and they pretty much have a conversation about Kimmy threw shade from the start. So I'm like, oh, you just had your whole life on social media, huh? I was like, oh, really, Kimmy? That's what we're doing? So then Mel was like, yeah, I share a lot with my followers and my supporters. I love some nice nasty, okay? It'd be funny. She ended up saying that, I thought I was gonna I seen the name change thing, but I didn't get no text. And then Mel pretty much said she wanted to keep it intimate with people that, she that loves her and all this and that. So then I kind of was looking at Mel sideways like, girl, what? But then only person you had there that wasn't in the group was Nell. But I forgot also that she feels like Nell is one of them people that's her friend outside of the show. Remember that? Okay, Nell just getting on this season. She was one of her little people that was counseling them when she threw that damn drink at the back of their house. Okay, so it makes more sense that Nell was invited and nobody else was. 'Cause everybody else was just regular ass people. Okay, so but she just did it on the show. So she's like, I thought we would have all been invited. I was like, Kimmy, you know damn well you don't support no damn name change ceremony. And you proved it in this moment, okay? You've been trying to say they should get back together. I just met them together, so it's hard to see them without each other. And then now you want to be over here saying that she's like, but the whole name change thing, you really, that's what you like? It made you feel closure? Like, really? Because, like, I didn't always want to be in that stereotype that, when the kids go to school, when black kids go to school, and they say, what's your last name? And your last name, Grant, and then they ask you what's your mama's last name, and that's Scott. I said, girl, when have we ever encountered people just assume? I ain't never encountered nobody assuming that my mama and my name is different. If anything, they just assumed that we have the same name, and they called her by that last name, and that was it. It wasn't like, oh, we got different names. Oh, they got different names. Nobody give a fuck. Why do you? So then, she's like, I just want to be in that stereotype. Girl, that's the stereotype you put in your mind. And she's like, and then Mel was like, oh, it's the whole baby mama thing and not being married, but my kids already know what it was and what it is. I said, okay. It really doesn't bother me. Not at all. I just got the closure of just letting that attachment go. I said, I am dead, okay? And Kimmy, shut up. And I like the teacher shut the hell up too. And she in her conversation like, yeah, I ain't coming nowhere near this conversation because I understand why she didn't invite me. I said, okay, now you with me. Kimmy just needs to understand. But then she's saying that Kimmy should feel a type of way because Mel threw her the breast cancer party. And then she's like, well, if somebody do that for you, you would think they would invite you to something like that. I was just like, yeah, but then I did understand Mel's reasoning. She's like, well, I didn't want to have to, if I invite you, I'd have to invite your husband. If I invited them, I would have to invite Tisha and her husband. And then they both Martell's friends, and it's going to be a ha ha ha, Martell, they changed the name thing. And which it pretty much did become with Neil's ass, though. But the logic behind it was right. She's like, did everything in this group become a ha-ha thing, and it got to be a whole thing now. And that's why I don't want it to become a thing between this group, because anything can be turned into shade, one little things become the big things in this group real quick. I said, she right. And then some reason Kimmy mentioned something about them following each other on social media. They was like, we really don't need to. Like, it really don't. We block so much that we can't unblock each other. Okay. And I was like, it really don't matter. Y'all don't need to see each other on social media. Y'all see each other in real life. Okay. I see you when I see you. Okay. So then, Tisha and Mel have their conversation about, Mel saying she felt like Tisha was treating her a certain way at the town hall. She listened to everybody. She was quiet, but as soon as she said what she had to say about it not being organized, and she said, "Well, we're not interested in talking about that." Okay, and they played it back. It really wasn't that said that way, but it pretty much was that way. Like, girl, stop talking. My event was good. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So then she was like, "No, my energy was off with everybody. Like, it was off with everybody." I said, "Girl, you know what? I'm gonna give you that one, cause it was." She didn't want to hear what nobody said. She did. She did have that extra fire for mayor, but she didn't want to hear what nobody said. No, nobody. Okay. She's like, no, it wasn't you. It wasn't directed at you. I was off with everybody. Okay. I want to fight everybody in the motherfucking room. Okay, not playing. So then they squashed that, and they was like, "Oh, that's good. Well, we squashed everything." She's like, "Yeah, because I want to address it now, because little things, but we in a really sensitive state right now, and anything can be misconstrued and misunderstood." I said, y'all are speaking the truth, okay? This is definitely the truth. So now we get the double date with Tisha and Marcel and Stormy and Courtney. So Stormy and Courtney are already there, and they playing pool. It's at some pool place. So she basically filling Courtney in on what happened with her conversation with Tisha. That Tisha, it seemed like Tisha was anticipating me talking to her about the hairline thing, and she pretty much deflected to her, the graphic designer. It was their fault. They didn't look at it. And then he was like, "It's your business, right? It's your business, or it's the graphic designer business." She was like, "Yeah, I tried to explain it to her, but like, she wasn't getting it, okay?" And she's like, it really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because then it was kind of like, do I like this person the way I thought I liked this person? I said, They end up showing up, and they showed up an hour and 25 minutes later. I said, they ain't got no respect. They ain't got no respect for time. I'm still mad at them for being late for that reunion when they know the conversation was gonna be about Marcel's cheating ass, okay? And y'all better not skip over it this reunion, okay? And y'all barely touched on the last one, okay? So yeah, they always think they late, and then he goes Stormy in her confessional. Stormy confessionals was funny. So for one, she said she's like, "I really thought about it the other day. Like, she really was in my face playing with me, and I'm tired. I done tried with these motherfucking people." She really in that confessional cursing these gas people, okay? And I'm like, "Nah, you really sit there and try to play in my face?" And I'm like, And she said, when they came in all late and shit, she said that they came late and they really think they shit, but they ain't shit. I said, "Oh, these strong words she using. These strong words, y'all beefed out, okay?" And then, so they ended up doing playing pool. And what's funny is they was really sitting in here playing pool while they was low key arguing. That's what got me, cause then at the end when he like, "Stormy, you gonna come on, man, look, I want to win this game." I said, "Y'all was playing." It's on you next. How you gonna quit when it's on you? But anyway, so the tension is thick in the room, and Marcel said the tension was thick at the barbecue. They talking about what happened at the barbecue with Kiki and stuff, and that that all he heard was that Kiki was starting to tell the business to Stormy, and then he hearing from Maurice that Courtney mad at him, and then Courtney had to let him know, "I ain't mad at you, but I'm just saying that shit you did at the town hall when you said Mr. Steele, I ain't like that shit. I don't play like that, basically." And then Marcel had his little evil villain face on. I said, he don't get his ass. He thought that shit was funny. And then Stormy, of course, had to jump in and was like, he's like, "Well, you have selective outrage because you ain't care when your wife was calling me a bitch 10 times. And then he was just like, yeah, I ain't care about that. And then she's like, "But you agreed. You said you was the biggest bitch. Remember, you agreed." So they going back over the same thing. And then he goes, "Didn't we already settle this?" And then they pretty much like, yeah, we all settled it. But we just making sure we good. We just going through what happened. And then she's still saying, Stormy said she still pretty much stand on why she called him a bitch, but she got respect for that boundary to not keep calling him a bitch. I was like, there we go, Stormy. I like that. Okay. But then in the scene, they kept saying, like, "Nah, you doing that was acting like a bitch. And then he's like, we just talking about this and you still keep saying it. She was like, I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm just talking about why. I'm not calling you a bitch right now. We just talking about why I said that. And then he's like, okay, so I just learned not to listen to you. She like, well, no, we're not going to do that because then y'all can't be sitting there ignoring people. Because then that's disrespectful. And then that's why you got, your wife got a drink thrown in her face. Because that's what y'all did to Kiki. That's why you got a drink thrown in your face. I said, oh. I said, oh, she went there. She went there. And then of course teaching her confession, like, oh, for Stormy to bring that up and say that me ignoring Kiki was why she threw a drink in my face, that's not right, and that's wrong, and that shows me that Stormy doesn't have an issue with something. What she said, she don't have an issue with something. She has an issue with me. Oh my gosh, Tisha is so funny when she do shit like that. So then I was like, yeah, the issue is with both of y'all. Okay, it's with both of y'all because both of y'all played in her face and she realized it. You know what? I thought about that. Your husband tried to play with me, and then you, babe, don't try to play with me again. You don't want to take no accountability until I force you to take accountability. So now she really like, stand on business, Tisha. I knew I was going to say that one point in this video. Okay? Stand on business, okay? And Tisha can't stand on business, okay? So then, as they going back and forth, Marcel saying his same old bullshit, and all of a sudden Stormy just stopped and like grab her stuff and like she about to go, and then everybody looking like, what's going on? What you doing? And he's like, man, I'm trying to win the game. What you doing? The car? You stopped on you. And then she was like, nah, you got it. I'm good. I'll watch you, babe. I'll watch you. And they started looking at her like that was weird. But honestly, I think she stopped because y'all going around in circles and she getting pissed off and she don't want to have a Kiki moment. Okay. That was her way of stopping herself from reacting. So I'm just going to walk away because I'm getting real close to putting my hands on you. That's what I think it was. She's like, you know what, we done. And she didn't want to talk no more. But, I forgot what they said in the confessionals. I don't know. That's pretty much the end of the episode. And that was pretty good, okay? I was like, okay, Stormy standing on business, okay? But Stormy not playing with you. She tired of all y'all playing in her face. She feel like she gonna be like, everybody on this show is so fake. It's coming, okay? It's coming. She don't like none of them vibe, none of that stuff, okay? But we gonna see. Alright, y'all, that's in the episode. That's the end of my review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode, I don't know, what, 27, 28, I don't know. Drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought. What y'all think about Stormy being on Tisha's ass, okay? And she was standing on it, okay? After a minute, she tried to give her a little grace. Then when you think back on some shit like, this bitch really tried to play me. And now, I want y'all to think back, because it just reminded me. Because remember when Mel said she had that conversation with Destiny about how she felt about her in the in the hotel room listening? She said they was good after that conversation, but then when she got home and she thought about it, she really felt the way. So that's the same thing that Stormy just had with them. So can we understand that now? I understood it. Okay. When you think back on the conversation, you just like, hold on, did I just get played? And did, okay. So I just had to make that connection because it came up to my head right now. But anyway. And what else happened on this episode? How that was y'all. Martell ain't been in this damn show for how many episodes? How many episodes did he not make it? Okay. And they even add Chris in there real quick. Okay. And then what else happened on this episode? Kimmy. Oh, y'all, Kimmy. Just if y'all got comments on Kimmy, go on drop them down below. But the only part they really gave was Stormy and both of her scenes this episode, okay? Drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel, okay?